Hello and welcome to another edition of Vinyl Night. I'm your man on the scene, Johnny C. Tonight's episode, it goes up to 11. What? It goes up to 11? Turn it up to 11. But before we get rolling, let's give a shout out to the 70s. Simply because tonight's episode is going to be 11 records. And they're not necessarily 11 records that you have to go out and buy, or 11 records that you got to take with you if you're stranded somewhere and you only have 11 records left to listen to. But I guess I will call it kind of a list. Okay, not really. It's just 11 records. But most of them happen to be from the 70s, and a good portion of them, well, not a good portion of them, all of them are from the A and B. I didn't get them from, they're not a bunch of random ones. Well, they're random from the A and B section in the main section of the record collection, not the offshoot over there on that side, the building. So they're basically just the 11 records. Some of them, I guess I would call maybe not necessarily a disc I'd have to take with me, but might be a favorite. So maybe we can make it a favorite of yours. Let's turn it up to 11, and without further ado, no particular order, but you will notice that, like I said, they're all from the A and B section. Let's get it on. First record will be Clarence Gatemouth Brown. This album is from 1977. Clarence Gatemouth Brown, kind of a blues, western, swing, country mix, Americana mix. He plays an awful lot of instruments. He plays the guitar, the fiddle, the electric mandolin or harmonica, and he sings the songs. Man of all trades, blues, swing, whatever you want to call it, a little bit of country going on there. Clarence Gatemouth Brown. The next record in the 11 pile, no particular order. Bebop Deluxe English Band. This album is from 1977, and it is a double album set. Bebop Deluxe, if you can't tell from taking a look at that cover, kind of prog rockish, glam rock, art rock, synthesizer keyboards going on. Some of the songs might be a little extended going on there, a little space stuff going on, but a nice album nonetheless. Bebop Deluxe. Thank you very much. I also have to thank the grip and the best boy, the gaffer too, simply because I'm a bass player. The name's Bootsy, baby. Bootsy's Rubber Band. Bootsy, of course, bass player extraordinaire. James Brown got around, Funkadelic, Parliament, Funkadelic, being a bass player myself, you gotta have a little Bootsy for the bottom. Although, it's kind of got that mothership George Clinton, Parliament, Funkadelic thing going on where there's a lot of meandering going on in the songs, but every once in a while they get down to it, and you get yourself a thump on that bass that you go, oh, nice, nice. Next up in the 11, Jeff Beck Group. What can you say about Jeff Beck? This one, just as far as I know, it's just Jeff Beck Group. Did they come over to the pond to do this, or I know he's got some fingers in here with Steve Cropper. Now I'm getting into trouble when I try and explain something that I didn't don't remember fully what the story is for it, and it's like, why do you do that, Johnny? Because you're just going to get into trouble. But needless to say, bluesy rock, very nice record, a lot of good stuff going on here. Jeff Beck. This one probably the only one that's not from the 70s. The Beat Farmers, Van Gogh. Country Dick, Manitoba. Might be familiar with their hit song, Happy Boy. Well, I'm a happy boy, happy boy, happy boy, happy boy. Ain't it great when things they go your way? Hey, hey. Hubba, hubba, hubba. It's hard. It's hard to sing that if you know the song. Hubba, 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 hubba. Anyway, Quit It. Kind of West Coast country, alternative rock, punk rock, a little mix of everything, a motley mix. A lot of these albums fall into that motley category where they got a lot of stuff going on, but Beat Farmers, good stuff. Let's see. Oh, halftime. Don't forget to check out vinylnight.weebly.com for the mostly written blogosphere kind of thing going on for the Johnny C. Vinyl Night experience. Check out the written word sometime. There are, of course, some pictures going on there too. A little of this, a little of that. On with the program up to 11. English band Bram Tchaikovsky. Three-piece power pop trio. 79. Some of it came from a pub rock kind of thing. Look up pub rock if you're not familiar. Pub rock over there was kind of the Americana movement over here. Same kind of thing, you know, back to the basics of your rock and roll. A real nice version of I'm a Believer. I'm a believer, I couldn't leave it if I tried. Yeah, that song. Quit singing again, once again. So that's Bram Tchaikovsky. Another English from across the pond. This, of course, would be Long John Baldry, Everything Stops for Tea. This album is from 1972. Nice gatefold kind of... I get them mixed up. C.S. Lewis, Lewis Carroll, who did Down the Rabbit Hole. It has that quality to it. It is not a live album, though. Long John started in the 60s on a blues scene in England, London, but he knew the likes of people like Elton John, who produced side A on here, and he contributes maybe some piano and singing. And side B is produced by Rod Stewart, who joins Long John on a tune and, for singing and doing some playing. Once again, kind of bluesy rock. Good stuff. Jubilee Cloud. Slide guitar. Davy Johnstone. April Wine. Harder, Faster. Let me remember my shtick here for April Wine. I like to rock with big city girls because they're such rollers. Ha ha ha. Anyway, April Wine. We used to Meat and Potatoes. Your Meat and Potatoes rock and roll. We used to do Big City Girls back in the day in the band. This, of course, does have the hit I Like to Rock on it. And they also do a version of 21st Century Schizoid Man, which is not too bad. April Wine. Turn it up to 11. April Wine would turn it up to 11. Asleep at the Wheel. Served Live, correct? From Austin. That's pretty much a hometown for George. Jesus, Ray Benson. I wanted to say George Benson. Ray Benson, Western swing, blues, jump blues, country, all rolled into one, but a little heavier on the Western swing kind of thing. Asleep at the Wheel. A lot of nice songs on here too, like Choo Choo Boogie, Get Your Kicks on Route 66. Those might be songs that he's probably, because there's a good chance he's still out there doing what he does. He might have slowed down. I, of course, didn't check to see, but I did see Asleep at the Wheel once. But yeah, there's a good chance that Ray Benson and Asleep at the Wheel are still out there doing their thing. Next on the 11, up to 11, it's 11 records. Ambrosia. This Ambrosia is from 1975. There's a song on here called Holding On to Yesterday, which got some radio play. And back in the 70s, I know I had heard that song under some auspicious, if I think of the what was going on at the time that I heard it. Let's just say my state of mind wasn't such that I could remember the song all that well until I picked this album up. And I just got this album, not, I didn't get it from in the 70s. Actually, it had to have been within the last 15 years or so that I picked this up. And as I was listening to it, that song, Holding On to Yesterday, came on, and I thought, damn, that's pecking at the old head there, and sure enough, it kind of brought it. I couldn't remember the exact situation around it, but it was like, yeah, I remember that song. That was kind of a cool tune. But this album, Don't Let It Fool You, the later Ambrosia with their bigger hits, they had a couple of big hits with later 70s, 79, 81, 82. This album is not the same style musically. It's a little more space rock, prog rock, once again in that, keyboardy kind of, whooshy kind of stuff going on there. But if you know the song Holding On to Yesterday, that is kind of closely indicative to the later style that Ambrosia kind of went to, only their Ambrosia. The later stuff is a little more pop rocky, let's put it that way. This one, not so much. And last but not least, yay! The Power 11, it goes to 11. An Ace album. 5 aside. So there are 5 songs on each side of the record. Ace English band. This one is from 74. You might remember the hit, How Long Has This Been Going On? How long has this been? I'm trying to get the melody. And of course, that's probably helpful due to this gentleman here, Paul Carrack. No, it's Paul Carrack. Went on to do Squeeze. Also did a stint with Mike and the Mechanics. Beatles. It's kind of funny. All these little blurbs here give a little bit about the players. And this dude here, everybody was the Beatles except for this guy. He was into musical influences. Stevie Wonder and Negro ghetto music from 1920 to 1940. Okay. So it is the rest of this album, stylistically compared to the hit song, is like easy shuffle music, easy half a shuffle, just loping right along, kind of bluesish rock, faster blues, R&B-ish twinges to it, quicker shuffle rock than blues. Um, I'm getting into trouble trying to just, excuse me. Needless to say, the hit, excuse me again. Needless to say, the hit song just almost doesn't fit in with the rest of the record. Let's put it that way. But still, a very enjoyable record. Ace. So there you have it. Besides having a little bit of a erp going on there. Sorry about that. That is our 11. 11, it goes up to 11. 11 records. And of course, check them all out. Good night.